In today's episode, I talk about how I've given up on my goal of remaining business card free. That's right, I'm going old school and I'm going to order business cards. Let's get shooting. Hi, and thank you for joining me for today's episode of The Intersection. This is episode number 54, and we are at March the 6th. I had to check the calendar there. March the 6th. I just got back from the gym with my normal daily workout or every other day workout of running. Getting ready to eat some lunch. Again, I'm on this no-carb diet, so I've got this delicious lunch here. Let me see if I can show that to you. We got meatballs and cheese and more cheese, lots of cheese, but I love it. It's easy to make. These meatballs, my wife pre-made those, so I was able to just throw them in the microwave for about 45 seconds, slap some cheese on them, it melts, and it is a delicious treat after working out and being very hungry. I also am in the middle of 1 week of doing the DMAC challenge, so I want to report back on that as well. For those of you who are not familiar with the DMAC challenge, this is something that my brother does, Derek McLean, so that's the DMAC. But it's a challenge he does where he does 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 100 jumping jacks. Now he does this every single day, and I, being naive, thought, well, I could do that too and just start right out at 100. So Monday was the first day that I was trying to do this challenge. I was going to do it over the course of this week. I went ahead and did 100. I woke up yesterday and could barely raise my arms above my head. My stomach kind of hurt, and my legs were definitely killing me, I think, from doing the squats. So I reached out to Derek and I said, do you always do 100 every single day? And he said, yes, but he didn't start out that way. He started out at a lot lower number. So that was my mistake. I tend to run before I walk, so I learned from that. I took yesterday off since I could barely move, and I am starting it back up again today. So I did go to the gym, I got my run in, and now I just went through my first set. I'm going to do 12 at a time and probably try and do 5 sets of that today to just ease my way into just a little bit more. But again, I'll report back at the end of the week on how it makes me feel and if it made any difference, any weight loss or what happened with my weight loss. Again, still doing the low carb diet. But just a tip, if you're going to try this, you do not have to start out with 100 reps of each of these on the very first day. On the business front, today I went over and worked with a colleague that I met at my networking group. Helped him set up some Google Adwords campaigns and also Facebook ad campaigns for his small business. Every time I work with these things, I'm just amazed by how targeted you can make your ads with this and how low cost they are. So if you're a business owner out there and you're looking at ways to advertise and to do it in a very cost-effective manner, I highly suggest you check those out. If you need any help with it at all, feel free to email me at bruce@tworoadsdigital.com. I'd be happy to help you with that. But anyway, I did a little bit of that this morning. Going to do some more of it this afternoon. I'm working with a nonprofit up in the Muncie, Eaton area. Google also offers $10,000 a month grants to nonprofits if you qualify. So I'm working with them on getting some AdWords set up, or actually applying for the grant to get AdWords set up for their organization. Should be able to do some very exciting stuff at no cost to them. So lots of good things. And speaking on the networking front, I met this guy that I work with today in my networking group, and I'm looking for more of these around the area. So if you have any suggestions for good networking events in Hamilton County or in the Indianapolis area, I'd love for you to comment that in the comment section here or email me again. I'd love to find some more of these to get involved with because they are very good at helping get leads for your business. And speaking of leads and speaking of networking, I have to get into my topic today, and that is the fact that I've given in. I didn't listen to some people at the beginning of this business when I started everything up. I didn't order business cards. I thought I could steer clear of them. I've given in and I'm going to order them. So let's jump into today's topic, business cards. If you've been watching this show since the very beginning, you'll probably remember on episode 3, I went on a rant about how you don't need business cards, how they're old-fashioned, how they're antiquated, how they're killing their environment because they're not eco-friendly, how they cost too much, and I listed a million different reasons why you didn't need them. And I will admit today, March the 6th, that I was wrong. You definitely do need them. And the big reason is it's too hard to explain why you don't have them. There's really not any other reason why you necessarily need them. It's just too complicated when you're in a networking setting and someone asks you for your card to explain to them why you don't have them and the alternative that you have to get them your information. You see, when I started my company a couple months ago, I wanted to be different. I wanted to think about every little thing that businesses do and try and stand out and try and figure out different ways to do things. And one of those ways was to have a digital business card rather than a paper one. I thought it would really make me stand out in the crowd, but what I found was I spent more time explaining to people why I didn't have a business card and then how for me to get them the information than I did actually being able to network. I had found an app called Haystack that is fantastic. You can send people your information via text, via email. There's also a QR code that someone can just scan with their phone. It puts all your information right in their phone. The problem is a lot of people, number one, don't know how to use a QR code or how to scan it and actually use it. Number two, they tend to maybe not want to give you their phone number so you can text them when it's the first time you're meeting them. And thirdly, if they have an email address that they've given you for you to send it to them, sometimes it's so complicated or their name is spelled oddly and you're spending more time trying to figure out the correct way to enter that information, and you're wasting a lot of the time when you could be networking. So at the end of the day, I'm just giving in. I think it's going to be way easier when someone says, hey, can I have your business card, to just hand them one rather than to try and be cool and unique and then explain to them for the next 10 minutes, no, I don't have one, but here's how I can get it to you. As I've said many times on this show, being an entrepreneur and a business owner, you are going to make mistakes. The key is to recognize those and then do something about it. So in this case, I realize I made a mistake. We all do it. I'm going to do something about it, and I'm going to get business cards printed. So the next time I'm at a networking event and you ask me if I have my card, I'm simply going to say, yes, I do, and hand it over to you. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this episode interesting, informative, funny, entertaining, whatever, and you never want to miss another one, head on over to my YouTube channel at brucemclean.tv. It'll direct you right there. You can click the subscribe button and you will be notified every time I release a new episode. And now I'll leave you with a quote I say every single day: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Ooh, off the side of the rim, I missed. I looked just like Purdue last night. Oh my gosh, that was terrible shooting. Guess what though? I'm going to keep on shooting. So should you. Have a great day.